Hello my friends, welcome back to Plain and Chisel Woodworks. Today we need to start cutting the mortises for all these internal slats. I've already done the marking out for this, but I want to kind of show you how I did it. All I did was I lined these up, and they really can only go in one spot. I held it tight, and then I traced along both of these edges, kind of like that. So let me show you, get a little closer. So I held it in tight so it doesn't it fits that angle, and I just traced along here. That gave me the location of these mortises. And also what I did was I labeled each of these parts so they know which ones they go to. Now I'm going to transfer these to the insides of the mortises once I get them cut. But that's what I've done. And the other thing I've done prior to this is I made sure I clamped all these up so these are all nice and tight, so that this is where it's going to be once we draw bore everything together. The more joints we have, the more perfect it's got to be, I guess. So I'm going to take this apart, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to finish marking out and cutting at least one of these mortises. One thing that we do have to watch out for are these right here, the H ones. I'm going to cut these off flat here because I don't want to interfere with the tenon of the main support. So the H is the only one I have a problem with that, but I don't want to interfere with this tenon, so I'm going to cut it off flat with the edge of here, so that this make this a little bit shorter, but I'd rather have this shorter since this is not a structural piece. This is a structural piece, so I don't want to mess with this tenon at all. So that's the only difference that we're going to do with all the other ones. But I'm going to cut probably one of these internal ones, just to kind of show you how I plan on doing that. Okay, let me take this apart and then we'll finish up labeling. Okay, so we have this board now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these lines. This is just one of the cross members. And I'm going to take these lines and I'm going to square it across the end. So it's nothing really different than the other mortises we've done. Up till now. And the same thing as before, I'm going to take my router, and we're going to just mark out these mortises here. Shoot. Oh, that's not going to hurt anything. It's all going to be hidden. I'm not actually going to go the full length of this. Okay, so which one do I have here? I3. Let me do that one. We're going to do this I3 one. So this is that line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same thing as before. I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off of this. exact amount's not really crucial, but I'm just trying to hide that mortise in case there's any mess up as I chisel. So this here's our other knife wall. This is where we're going to stop our mortise. And what I'm going to do, kind of as an aid for myself, especially since I'm kind of tired today, it's probably not the greatest day to do woodworking, but I'm kind of tired. I worked all day. But here, I'll do it down here. I'm going to keep this because this is that same angle. It's just a kind of a guide for my chisel. And I'm going to grab another piece too. This here is just going to help support it in the vise. So now, with this, I can angle my chisel as opposed to doing 90 degrees. I have kind of a visual. So my 1/2-inch chisel, same thing as before. I'm going to start this one a little bit of ways, quite a bit of ways from the end. So here's my knife wall. I'm going to start back a little bit because I need that angle to be in there, and it's going to cut down this way. So I'm going to start a little bit back a little bit and might work my way back to that. Probably don't have to go quite that far. Now I'm going to kind of try to judge that angle. If the angle's not perfect, it's not that big of a deal. We can always adjust it later. Oh, I should mark this too. I'm going to go 1 inch down. Yeah, most of the time I'm going straight down. It's not really until I get to the ends that I have to worry about it. when I'm getting close to the end, I'm going to start carving out that center part. I'm going to go right in that knife wall. Try to get it about the same angle. And I just moved it over. Okay, so I'll probably check it if you wanted. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll make it fit if it after we'll get it to be right. I do this. Not too bad. Just trying to judge my angle that I have. Kind of clear out this waste. There we go. Almost. There, that's pretty close. Now we need to mark that angle. Where the mortise is. So now I got to cut this out. And again, you could split it, but I'm going to cut this one because it's kind of an odd angle. And then clean up these edges. I took a 3/4 inch chisel so I don't leave a mark on this edge. There's no real difference between cutting a mortise on a 45 as a 90. It's just it's at 45 degrees as opposed to 90. And just like every other mortise, this probably won't fit the first time. Oh, I gotta cut it to length too. Well, it may be okay. Let me check it. There's a big bunch of junk down in the bottom here. Okay. This angle's not steep enough. Okay. See, it's about that far off, so that must mean there's still some junk on the bottom. But it's parallel all the way across here, so this back angle must be right now. So now, I have a couple of things I could do. I may do, instead of trying to mess with the thing a little bit, I'm just going to cut the end off of this. That distance. That's pretty good, but you see now it's back here a little bit, so this back angle needs to be cut back a little bit more. Or there's some junk at the bottom. Let me clean that out first. Goes far enough forward. Oh, so close. But something is still hanging it up in the back. I don't want to take any more off the tenon, so I'm going to take some off of this here. This may not be at 45 degrees anymore. A little bit of junk in the bottom. It's got a bit of a spring to it, so I'm thinking it's that. Just fiddling with it. Nice. So I think a little bit of pressure closes everything up. So once I drawboard that in, that should be good. So now I have a bunch more of these to do. And again, when I do the H one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off square with this. So this side will be square in. Wherever my 1/4 inch line is. because I want to leave that tenon as thick as possible on all sides. So I don't want to interfere with it. So this H one here, I'm going to cut this off so that somewhere like in there. So this section will be cut off. So it'll leave this plus, I don't know, a 1/4 inch on this side. So it'll leave that weird funny shaped tenon, but that'll leave the integrity of this area solid. So anyways, I'm going to do all the other tenons just the same as this one. So next time we will work on doing the draw boring. So yeah, I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in a couple days. This will take me a little while to get caught up, get all these cut. So have a good day, and thank you guys for coming, and hope to see you guys next time. All right, bye.